Hey guys, want to know what to do with your Glimmer hot foil plate from October? I'm so excited. Let me show you how. So I have already foiled this bad boy and I used this main hot foil plate from Spellbinders. It's the October 2022 Glimmer hot foil, and you can see that beautiful shine. This is on some textured cardstock, which I think is Paper Mania. Don't quote me. I have a whole bunch of paper I'm trying to get through. So this is just, I managed to get it to work with my Gemini foil press, which I've heard is discontinued, so yay. But I do have on Santa's list to bring me the Spellbinders machine, so we'll get to that when I get it, if I get it. So I have foiled this on this green cardstock, and then I just use the coordinating die, which you also get in the kit, to cut that out. Now I misjudged when I used the foil, because this is so big. I thought I'd caught it on the on the size piece of paper that I had. I have some cut down cardstock. Clearly it did not, and I misjudged. So it cut it off there. So I'm going to show you how we can make this work without getting rid of this beautiful stuff. So I have the green. I also cut foiled, and then die cut the Happy Holiday Cheer sentiment, which is also in this kit. And I die cut it again just from the same color cardstock. Just adds a bit of depth to it. I then have a green cardstock piece, which is 8.5 by 4 1/4, scored at 4 1/4. So it's a smaller card, but this was mainly to make sure I could fit this, because like I say, it was kind of chopped off. So I have that as a cardstock. Now this is Concord & Nine's Clover cardstock, and it was as close to this green that I could get. Out of all the green cardstock I have, this was as close as I could get. So it's not going to be fully the same color, but once we have our layer, which is this same Paper Mania textured cardstock, this is actually a really pale yellow. I don't know the names of the colors, but I thought it worked really nicely with the gold foil and the green and red. So I just kind of winged that bit. So we're going to put this together now. Just get that out of the way. So to start with, I'm going to add this on to this main piece here, and what I want to do is just line it up, and I'm not worried if it's hanging over, because we're going to trim that so that it makes like it was on purpose, like we've done it on purpose, that it's cut off there. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Alright, so I'm going to use just some normal tape, she says, just to get some adhesion on the back. Should be good enough. And then this piece is 4 by 4. That's the size of the piece of cardstock. And I'm going to, I might have to lift this up just so I can see what I'm doing. I want to line the mistake edge up against the edge here, and then the rest will just kind of fall into place like so. So we have some overhang, but that's fine. Giant scissors out and just trim from the back. I find this easier if you can do this from the back, because you can use the edge of the cardstock as a guide to where you're going to cut, like so. See, now it looks like it was meant to be like that. So, again, that's what I'm going to tell myself. And then I'm going to just stick this straight onto the card base. Whoops. The right way up. Oops. somewhat straight, and then you have a good card base. And then all I'm going to do is, yes, I'm using this again, I'm going to add some adhesive to this piece, the plain piece, so the non-foiled bit. My adhesive will come out. Yes, it's working. And then just simply layer that on top. I could have done another layer of cardstock. You can do sort of 2 or 3, and then you'll have a nice depth. And it sort of makes it almost like a little chipboard type style piece that you can then put on there. It gives it some stability, but without too much bulk, and without having to try and get teeny tiny bits of foam on these little edges. So I could have added another layer, but we're just going to stick it straight down as is. Just straight to the card where we want it. And that's it. How quick and easy was that? And my video is less than 10 minutes. Holy hell. So, so there you go, guys. I know I obviously didn't show you the foiling part of it. That was me experimenting with the machine I have. I am having some trouble with it, so I'm really glad that Santa's being really nice to me this year and hopefully bringing me a new one. And I will share how I get on with that as well. But there's a really quick, simple foiled card, and I just think sometimes with foiling it's nice to keep things simple. So I hope you've enjoyed this, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.